Okay, so what the new chart is going to do is just focus on what's going on here, and this is a little more advanced for today's topic because of there's a large amount of shape fitting, and it's symbolic to some extent. So this is, you know, what we were looking at here, which is the diatonics. This is state major scale, start major scale from root, fourth, or fifth. On the diatonic, that's very easy. So if we look at, well, let's look at a 4. Now, we don't want to start the 4 at the end of the D string shape, but we can do that, okay, and follow that D shape. So here's our regular D shape, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2. If we just want to start that on 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, right there, we have a Lydian fourth. Remember, that fourth is going to hit a B natural, but it's that way we have the Lydian. We don't just have a root fourth. If we start on a root fourth, okay, either root 4 or 5, you know, okay, majors, the root is going to be starting on the R on any string shape that has an R in it. So we can start, sure, this is, let's do it a little easier here. We start root from the E string shape. So say we're playing an E-shaped F, or say we'll play your regular E. So this would be where your E is on your guitar, because I'm down tuned. Well, I gotta start thinking the proper intervals. So I'm down tuned down here on C, and you're tuned up here on E. Is your fret nuts right here? Okay. So if we're gonna play an E root, okay, like that, probably gonna be this. We're gonna go root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. And that would be following from the E right here, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. So that G string right there is 6, 7, root. Let's try that one more time. We got our E string. We're going to skip the 7 because you can't play that anyway, right? But the point is to start a diatonic scale from the root, from the fourth, or from the fifth. So this is the easy part, right? Of course, I have a long pattern for the fourth, and for the root actually. Okay, so I can do it from the fret nut, but you can't do it this way because your guitar stops here and there's a fret nut there. It'd be root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Now here's the G. You can start a G right there. These are practically the same exact notes. And then over here, that's up a little too far. So I can start here. I can start a G pentatonic from here, or a G diatonic from this G. So it goes, G would be root, and then 2, 3, 4. That's it. It's the Lydian fourth. 4, 5. Okay, let's try that one more time. We have root. We'll look at the diagram. Root, and then we do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now the 7 root 2 we have to bring up. Okay, try that again. Root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. So we can do it. That was kind of difficult because it was in the key of E and it hit the warp, and we started from the 3rd string, and I was trying to do it without looking at the chart. The thing is that these number charts are important because after you learn how to shape fit through the tuning warp, okay, that's why I've included the dashes here. But it's like ultra important to understand. Today it's just coffee, right? So far, it's ultra important to understand that. Of course, there's the tuning warp, and then there's the shape fitting. Oh, that it doesn't matter where you start these guys, so we don't have to look exactly at. And I'm going to look at the chart right now. All this. So let's pretend you just jumped into the pool, and here we are. Well, actually, we can look at this and because this is difficult, but you'll find it's very helpful to have everything there, right? So in that G shape we were looking at, we started from the root. It's just important to understand it doesn't matter where we start. It's going to go the same way. Okay, and that would be from G, we start good dogs always eat chow. Always eat chuck. Okay, good dogs always eat chow, something like that. It has to do with good dogs always eat chow. And then we got Chuck eats all day. Good. So that kind of thing. You can remember it like that. You can remember it like D is the 5th of G, A is the 5th of D, E is the 5th of A, but E always goes to C and C always goes to E. C is practically the 5th of E. There's B. There's the string shape 5th, the augmented. And also going down in 4ths, string shapes go down in 4ths, not strings, string shapes. So you have, the 4th of C becomes E, because the 4th of E is F, but we're going to play that F shape in an E. So we look at this, the 4th of C. So here's our C shape right there, C shape D there, C shape C. The 4th of C is E shape. Does that make sense? And then similarly, the 5th of F is C shape. So the 5th of the E shaped F is the C shaped C. So that's why, additionally, the E goes to the C when you're going in 5th. You can look at it that way. So that doesn't matter where you started all. In the next one over, okay, in cage, we spell the word cage. It's right here. C-A-G-E-D. Okay, no matter where you start a string shape. And how do you identify a string shape? Look at the letter on my diagrams. Look at the letter. And then surrounding that letter will be one note or 2 half steps, 2 notes that are buddies. No matter what letter you look at, here's D to the right, buddy notes to the left, there's a 2. Look at the C here, to the left there's buddy notes, to the right there's the note. And then the string shape isolation, label isolation there. So with this C here, we'll just outline it. We have label isolation. This is the label for the next string shape up in caged, which is in the cage word is CA. This is the label isolation for the next string shape down to the left on the fretboard, which is C to D, which is going up a pentatonic scale, C, D, E, G, A. So we'll find that to be true.